Hi, welcome back to Burning River Bushcraft. Today we're going to be doing a taste test review on the Trailtopia Jambalaya. So in preparation for an upcoming trip, I've been doing some taste tests on some backpacking meals, and I've really found some great ones. So jambalaya that's one of my go-to camp meals. I love to make jambalaya over the campfire. It's a very hearty meal, it travels well, and it's adaptable to a lot of other game that you might happen to catch in the field. So if this is the kind of thing you like to see, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to be notified of my latest videos, and leave me a comment in the comment box. You can also find me at Instagram and Facebook at Burning River Bushcraft. I teach outdoor classes online at outdoorcore.com. This is a one-serving packet, so this is kind of small. Most of these one-serving meals, if they're a good meal, you really wish you had two of them. So they're going to be fine for something like today. But when you're out in the middle of nowhere and this is your only dinner, you're probably going to want to double if you eat as much as I do. This was $7.99, so the price was right around the rest of them. This really wasn't that expensive. Right away here, I see the calories are 370 calories, 8 grams of fat, 35 milligrams of cholesterol, 711 grams of sodium, 48 carbs, 8 grams of that is fiber, 7 grams of sugar, and 20 grams of protein. So nothing real surprising. Most of these are all going to be heavy in carbs. Most of them are going to be high in sodium. So they're definitely not the healthiest options, but for convenience on the trail, I think I'm going to make a good choice going with some of these freeze-dried backpack meals. So I just put my water on to boil. Already I'm digging this one because I'm looking at sausage, chicken, shrimp. So the last meal I had was tasty, but there was no meat in it. It was completely vegan or vegetarian. And it tasted fine. It had plantain chips in it and stuff. It really shouldn't have been a surprise to me. I just didn't read it, didn't pay that much attention to it. The taste was great. I had no complaints with that, but it would have been great to pair that with a fish that you had caught or something like that. So I cracked this one open here and I can see chicken, I can see sausage right away. I really like when I open these up and I can actually ID the ingredients. That's a big change from some of the ones I'd had in the past where it's just a mush, just a spicy looking mush. So this one actually has got pretty basic directions. It's 1 cup of water, stir it, seal it, let it set for 10 minutes. So to be fair to these meals, I am following the directions as close as possible. So my water is about boiling here, and I've got marks on the inside of my cup so I can keep this pretty darn exact. I don't always get the chance to do that in the field, but here where I can control different variables, I'm going to do that to give each meal its fairest chance. All right, so here's my 1 cup of boiling water. This one smells great. I really can't wait for this one. All right, we're all sealed up. I'm going to set my timer and we'll be back in 10 minutes. All right, so it's been right at 10 minutes. So let's see how this thing looks. And I see standing water right from the get-go. Now I have had that in other meals as well. And sometimes a quick stir just kind of blends everything in. Sometimes the meals are a little waterier. So this one does kind of have a lot of liquid on top of it. You can see it just running out of the spoon there. I know when I make a jambalaya, I like it a little thicker than that. But we'll see how it tastes. The flavor's real good. The rice is a little harder yet. The chicken is completely rehydrated. This one, I can definitely feel the rice. It's got a different texture to it. It's hard. The rice is not stone hard or anything, but it's definitely firmer than it should be. So one of the reasons I make these videos for the food is because I've got a bad memory and I wouldn't really remember which ones I liked, which ones were so-so. And I'm gonna have to go back and look. I think the Trailtopia that I did in the past was a little firmer also. I think it had broccoli or something that didn't quite rehydrate all the way. So this is not a bad meal, but I had high expectations. I'm a jambalaya fan anyway. And after having a vegetarian meal last time, kind of by accident with the plantain chips and stuff, this one looked like it was gonna be right up my alley. Now, it's not bad, but it's not quite what I was expecting. I've got most of the meal eaten already, and I've got quite a bit of liquid in here, so it's almost like it didn't absorb it enough. And I did give it its full 10 minutes. So I have no real issue with the flavor of this. This is not the best jambalaya I've ever had, but this is, you know, freeze-dried, so I don't expect too much out of this. But I was expecting a little bit more. The fact that the rice is kind of hard, and I've got just standing liquid in here right now, even after giving it its full hydration time, I'm just going to kind of give this one in the middle. I would just say if this was with me, I wouldn't necessarily complain about eating it, especially on a long, hard day, but I wouldn't dig through the bag to get this one out as a special treat either. So this one's edible. If you're a huge jambalaya fan, you know, maybe give it a try, but for me, I think there's probably better options out there. I'm just going to go kind of somewhere in the middle. So till next time, this has been Jamie Boggs with Burning River Bushcraft. See you soon.